Good evening, video audience.
I was just taking a moment to think
About the mantis presence in Sedona, Arizona that's been disclosed by others publicly. I'm really worried about scalar wave abuse tonight. Some creep out there wants to put scalar waves on a satellite. I'm gonna be judging you and have, I'm gonna give you like a scalar wave assault from a satellite if you don't do exactly as you're told. Some human creep. And that's how I really feel inside. I don't feel like someone's trying to put words in my mouth, and deep inside, I feel like that's the real me. That's the real me saying that. And how can we shut down the marketplace of ideas both ways? Because when I think of, I want to say strongly radical China. So I mean, who calls it strongly radical China? When I think of China, it's like they don't have that problem necessarily of controlling the discourse both ways. And there's still debate allowed in the Communist Party. Debate's still allowed. I'm sorry to do ideology and aliens in the same, which mean extraterrestrials. Sorry, it's already happening. I really, I'm losing my train of thought here because it's such an intense topic, and that's why I've been focusing on writing recently. There are a bunch of people who want to control you using satellites. And so how do we as a citizenry regulate this when the state wants to regulate it both ways? So I'm already thinking of international politics where there's more than both ways to regulate it in a country with a parliament. Sometimes I'm sorry we don't have something like a parliament here in the United States, because I could side with Canada's equivalent of the Liberals here in the United States. With apologies to some fine people in labor. And basically, before I was going to talk about paranormal experiences, I'm thinking of a professor I had way back when, where people have experiences that are weird to them and not pretending. They're not pretending at all. And basically, what I think people will say is this professor once challenged the devil. He said that God and the devil both equally both weren't real. But neither leapt off the stage to greet the kids. They're going to say that man was the devil in disguise, though, and I don't know what to do. Here we go. Maybe I shouldn't even go on from the professors. So I was just winding down for bed. Sometimes I go to bed early because I often wake up very early in the morning from a paranormal phenomenon. It's real to me, and I haven't got it on me. Here we go. Here we go with. Now, psychic experience is real to people who aren't pretending. And so, what is coherent thought sequencing? Sometimes I feel like everyone needs coherent thought sequencing. I'm just going to wrap this up by saying I'm glad to be alive after an insane 10 years. And I'm really, really, really sorry about Sedona. It's been disclosed in the public. People can't talk about this in emails. How does our government even work?